Hi there, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com for hints and tips getting started on Amazon Seller Central if you live outside the USA. And today's tip goes back to something dear to everyone's hearts, the product description section. So this is where you are using your limited space given to you by Amazon to describe your product in a way that explains to your customer why they should buy it from you. Now there's two sections where the product description is important. The first is a 5-field or 5 bullet point section where you describe the key characteristics of your product. So in this section you're looking to list 5 features and the benefits that each of these features have to your customer in a fairly succinct form. You haven't got long, but in each case you want to put together something that describes something perhaps relatively unique, or even if it's not unique, differentiated about your product, and then what the customer gets because your product has that feature. There's 5 of those. You can actually fit a couple of things into each, but try not to lose the message. The key thing is to see something that's relatively engaging and to think about the person you're communicating with, who you think is going to be attracted to your product in the first place when you put down what the features and benefits are. The second section, the wider product description, is a free text area where you can do pretty much anything you want. And it is worth pointing out that it is different from the area above because it's much more free what you can put in this section. In the key features section, you can't put down things like how well your product sells because that's not a feature of the product. That's a feature of Amazon, really. So you have to be careful what you try and say in your key features section. But below that, in the product description, it's a free form area where some people might describe what you would put there as a sales letter. So in that section, you really are trying to put together something quite conversational and engaging for the kind of customer that might be buying your product. Now, here's a specific tip and the reason I'm putting together this video. Everything you write or say in any area where you're trying to sell your own product is going to come across as marketing speak. It always is. It's just the thing about trying to sell somebody something. You describe it, you say it's good, you say come and buy it from me, and of course it is marketing. Now, good marketing is still effective, but always every piece of training and business course you'll ever see these days would describe a far more powerful form of marketing or converting of marketing as being social proof. So for physical products, social proof is often thought of as testimonials. And as an Amazon seller, you're probably thinking, that's great, well, I'll get my reviews and that's my testimonials, that Amazon's doing that bit for me. Well, they are, and so are your customers, and that's really important. And other of my videos and my training will explain how to make the most of that. But if you're doing all of that, you will actually get reviews, and some of them are going to be great reviews. And when people scroll down through the reviews section, Amazon will show people the reviews that are considered the most helpful. They might even show them the great reviews. But what could you do? A key piece of learning for most marketers is that testimonials should never be relegated to a testimonials page or a testimonials section. If anyone's actually reading that far through, they're either not a buyer or they're someone who's going to be a relatively difficult buyer in the first place. Let's face it, if you look at your own website or any other piece of marketing, the testimonials section is literally something that only someone who's thinking about not buying might go and have a look at. Everyone else is just going to carry on. Basically, it's not quite a redundant page, but it's certainly a second tier or third tier page to think about in a website or in any piece of marketing material. Where a testimonial is powerful is right in the middle of the product description. That's right. You can take a space right in the middle of your product description, stop the customer and write something like Amazon review or genuine Amazon review : and then cut and paste the text from the best review you've seen in your Amazon product section into that area in the product description. That's right. The customer doesn't need to go to the reviews and have a look for the good reviews. You can actually do that work for them. What else can you do? You can find the next best review and put that underneath. You can do this, well, with the limitations of text and availability, as many times as you want. But 1, 2, or 3 really good reviews is probably well worth putting in. You can even use the little star symbol to actually indicate how many stars they gave you. And of course, you're really looking to put in 5-star reviews here. So that's my tip. Take your best testimonials, genuine Amazon reviews that Amazon can't complain aren't true, and pop them right into your product description. And then your best reviews are working for you where they should be working for you, right where the customer is thinking about making the buying decision in the first place. This was Mark at FBA to USA. Come to FBA2USA.com for hints, tips, and actual coaching on how to do exactly this sort of thing from outside the USA. Cheers.